Hello again. Today we're going to have a look at the Sony Cyber-Shot DSC H300. It's a 20.1 megapixel shooter, 35 times optical zoom, 25mm wide angle lens and a 3-inch LCD screen at the back. It's also got intelligent auto setting and 360 sweep panorama. Right, so let's just open this up. Always make sure that the security tab is on your boxes when you get them, because you never know, somebody might have reboxed a used or second-hand one. Right, let's open it up, see what we've got. So inside here we have a Sony 8GB SD card, 15 megabits a second. The instruction manual, it seems to be in lots of different languages. Okay. Yeah, it's in 7 different languages. You've got English at the top there, and all of the others. Right, okay. And in here, right, this is a dedicated Vietnamese instruction manual, because I live in Vietnam, so there's going to be 8 languages altogether. Right, inside here, let's have a look at the accessories. We've got a neck strap. Oh dear Sony, this is a very cheap neck strap. Yeah, it's very thin, not very long, and I shan't be using that. Also we have the USB cable for transferring data. Okay, it's got a very small end on there. We've got the lens cap with the lens cap string inside, and then the main camera itself. Also in here there are 4 Sony batteries. Sony always say good things about their batteries, but I never found them very good. I always find them quite short for length. Right, nothing else inside the box, so I'll move that out of the way. Right, so here's the main camera body itself. Looks very nice, nice weight, not too heavy. It's got a nice big wide lens on the front, and there's the 3-inch screen on the back. Yeah, it looks very nice. It has a nice feel to it. It's got the USB port on the side there, and nothing on this side. Underneath the bottom we've got the SD card slot and the 4 battery holes. I'll put those in now. I'll open this card. I probably won't use it, I'll use a 64GB card, but for now I'll put it in so you can see how it works. I don't particularly like these little 15 megabit per second cards. They're a bit slow and make the video a bit wonky. Alright, let's open that up and put it in. Okay, so it goes with the gold side down this time. The batteries go 1 up and 1 down. Make sure you check, because otherwise you can damage the terminals when you're putting yours in. Right, so let's turn this on. Power button's on the top. I'm going to speed up through this setup process because it's quite lengthy and very boring. So, right, so fast forwarding through here, and I'm just setting up various different modes. Right, getting back to it. On the top here you've got your selector, and it's got the various different settings. I'm sure you know how they work. And they come up on the screen on the back, which is nice. It gives you a little tiny description. You have an easy mode on this camera, so you can put it into easy mode and it helps you a lot more than it does with the normal mode. Obviously the easy mode is for beginners and normal is for people who know their way around the camera. But it's very tactile, it moves nicely, it actually feels mechanical rather than digital, which is nice. The camera grip is nice, the telephoto zoom lens comes out smoothly. And I'll just skip through this bit again and move on to the still shots. Here's the front of the box, the back of the box, and both sides. These are the accessories you can get, and on the other side just a few of the details. Right, let's move on to the main pictures. So the first picture is showing the football field. I'm actually at the top of a building here, so I'm looking down, and it looks quite nice. The colours are accurate. The shaded part on the football field is actually much darker to the naked eye than it is in the camera lens, which is good. Okay, let's zoom in a little bit on that scene. Zooming in, this is about 50% zoom, and again, nice clear colours, and you can see some people starting to appear in the picture. Right, so zooming in again, this is 75% zoom on the optical zoom. It also has a digital zoom, but you don't get very good pictures with that. It's usually quite grainy. So going back, you can see there's actually 4 people in the picture there, a small child as well. And again, the colours look good and accurate. This was very shaded, very in shadow, so it's coming out very clearly. I'm very impressed. Right, the last of these pictures, this is on 100 times optical zoom. Again, look at the clarity. You can see the woman bending down there fixing a net. You can actually count the toes on her feet and the fingers on her hand. You can see she's got a bracelet and a ring, and you can see the details in her clothing. Very impressed. This is actually quite mind-blowing for the distance. Okay, another photo here. This is going out to the northeast of the building. We're looking at probably about 1,000 to 1,200 meters. You'll see a road with a sky bridge, which is going to be a train track later on. And underneath the road there's some motorbikes, cars, and a blue and white bus. Keep your eyes on the blue and white bus, and I'll zoom in on that a bit further as it drives down the road. Okay, so here's that bus again I was talking about. Zoomed in. This is 75% zoom, and the bus, obviously it travelled out of view, so I couldn't do 100%, but it's coming very clearly. You can see the people, you can see the detail in the people and the motorbikes. The taxi, you can read quite clearly the phone number and things on the taxi and the license plate, and you can see the bus driver driving the bus. Lastly, we have an apartment building opposite mine. This is probably about 650 meters away, and it's a building that they finished about 2 or 3 months ago. And I'll zoom in on a couple of the apartment windows, see how far we can get in. Again, this is on the optical zoom, not the digital, so it's a nice clear picture. Okay, using a monopod, I've zoomed in to 100% optical zoom, and again you can see all of the details in the picture. Not too grainy. I'm very impressed. This is a real good camera for zoom projects. Obviously it's not as good as a telephoto lens, but for a little point and shoot camera, it's magnificent. Right, okay, that's it for today guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again next time.